Ecclesiastes 12, verse 4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem, Rakdash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasharala. That's peace to the hopeful election of the nation of Israel. Listen up.
This is big breaking news. The federal government just closed another massive bank in the United States of America. This is the second bank this weekend that has been closed in the U.S. This is devastating. This is affecting thousands of companies and millions of people. Their money has just evaporated. All right, this is very dangerous for the United States, and the contagion is already spreading. The second bank has already closed in the United States this weekend. This is absolutely insane. This just happened. This just broke a few hours ago, Sunday afternoon. The federal government just shut down this bank in New York. And things are going to be absolutely insane tomorrow in the markets. So be prepared for that if you have any investments. Let's dive into this news here. People are waiting blocks around the bank to get their money out right now. The federal government just closed another bank, and they are declaring emergency powers right now to deal with this situation. We are in a crisis. We are in an emergency, and this could spread very quickly, very fast. All right. So let's get into this bank here. Another bank has been closed by the federal government. This just happened. This is big breaking news. Regulators closed New York's Signature Bank, citing systematic risk. This is huge. This is a massive bank in New York, a statewide bank. And another one has been closed on top of the Silicon Valley Bank, which we will get into more details of that in just a second, because the fallout is going to be massive, and thousands of companies are not able to pay their employees from this bank fallout. We will get into all that in just a second, but just having two banks in one weekend close is a major red flag. I thought this one bank closing was bad and the fallout from it, but this is a sign that this is systematic and this is nationwide, and we could see massive issues, and it makes sense to what has been happening the past few years. All right, we shut down our economy, shut down all the businesses, we printed massive amounts of money injected into the economy. There was massive inflation. We raised interest rates to get rid of the inflation and put a stop on the money liquidity. All right, so now the banks don't have as much money and people are struggling, and we are in a non-growth scenario for our economy, essentially a recession scenario for our economy, and this is huge that banks now aren't even able to give people the money they need for their deposits. That's why this bank has been shut down. Another bank shut down, and another one too is warning people that, hey, everything's okay, because people are worried that it's going to shut down too. We will get to that bank in just a second. But the fallout is spreading from the Silicon Valley Bank as well. You can see here Etsy, one of the biggest online sellers for people to sell their own goods. It's a lot like eBay, but it's for crafts, things that you make yourself, and you can sell on Etsy. And they are telling sellers that they are not going to get their payments, and their payments are going to be delayed for this closure of Silicon Valley Bank. So this is huge. This is affecting thousands of companies, and employees are not able to get paid from their employers because they have all their funds in this bank. And some companies had billions of dollars in single accounts in this bank, because you're supposed to be able to trust the bank, and they are only secure up to $250,000 which is honestly nothing for a lot of these companies. It's absolutely insane that this is happening, and it's going to create a scenario where money is going to be moved around and create even more potential liquidity issues. So it's really hard to see.
So as you can see, we coming closer to let's go right to it. Let's dive right in. All roads lead to this right here. This is Revelations 13 verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bound, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, SELL, save or except he that had the mark, trying to duck the algorithm, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And this is where we going. It has started. We at the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread this Sunday night. Things about to turn up. We in the hopeful year of all the prophecies being fulfilled. The start of the collapse is happening. I mean, it's really getting personal. This Silicon Valley Bank has affected my household. You know, my demon. You know, she has certain things, you know, tied up. This thing is reached all the way here. This thing is going down. Akim Akwath. Pay attention. The second coming of our Lord is at hand. It's about to get serious. It's about to pick up. Now, this is the second bank. I mean, what will we see tomorrow? We got to wait and see. You know, this whole thing could be a psyop to keep us from looking at the Third World War that's brewing between America and Russia. You got to pay attention to that also. Whether it's a psyop or not, this will cause bank runs on many levels. What they need to see. Check out Nigeria. Once they lock the doors to the banks and the ATMs are depleted, people start flipping shit over. The chaos start. Just what they need. So whether this is a psyop that they're running or, you know, Silicon Valley National Bank actually fell, that's a big bank that lend to smaller banks as well as small businesses. So these are not one of the small guys here. All hell is breaking loose in Kahalo Yahabashim Shah. We sick of this shit. We sick of this fucking place. Excuse my language. We hasten in the day of our Lord. This thing must end. And we ending out the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Daylight savings time just hit. The clock moved up. The banks are breaking. The Lord about to cut this thing short. For the elect's sake. So everything is right on course. According to prophecy. If you know prophecy. And you're watching keenly with that spiritual eye. Hey, the hopeful elect is in a box of their own within themselves at this point. Just where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah want us. We have a bird A bird's eye view, as they say. A bird's eye view of what's going on. And it's beautiful. Beautiful. So be prepared. You know, this is the second bank. And it's going to be more. Because the CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, got to take place right before they implement that grain of rice, the charagma. Giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakdash. Shalom.